Base God and I'm based with the Martians.
Alright, it's your boy, Mars 3 times. We're live, 1 AM radio. Today I'm here with the man himself, Geovonniex. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing alright, man. I'm just living and prospering, you know.
I feel it. How's LA been so far?
Man, LA's been pure vibes, bro. Pure vibes. The energy's different out here. Like, they're excited, but at the same time they're laid back. You know what I'm saying?
What's been your favorite thing so far?
Honestly, just the people. Like, meeting different people and like being able to connect with different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Feeling the different energies in the city and like seeing the support so quick. Like, bro, they see something that they like and they just grasp onto it. And that's what I love about this place.
Definitely. No, LA is definitely like a. I know it's a different vibe altogether, and I think also there's just more people here, so there's more room for it.
Yeah, it's like a bigger. Every market has like a bigger like pot, you know, of people that like a certain thing. So
yeah. How's Melrose? I've seen you guys go to Melrose a couple times. Yeah,
Melrose. That's where the vibes are, man. Like I fuck with over there. Like people can dress over there, style over there. The stores, man. Like I cop a few pieces over there. It's amazing, dude. Like I'm trying to run up on Adam soon.
Yeah. You haven't linked up with him yet?
Nah, man. I'm right here with you though. We had to do it.
I feel you. No. It's funny though, because sometimes people will come out here and they'll tell me they do an interview, and then like the next day I see them on Adam's Live, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Like, it is what it is, and I get it. Like,
no, yeah.
I'm not there yet, so like once I'm there, it'll be like, they'll have to like make the choice. But
they need to know you're the GOAT, man. Trust me.
Anyways, let's kind of just start at the beginning. We kind of already did an interview back when we were on tour and shit, like the little Periscope thing. But this is a bigger platform, so I want people to get the whole story.
And let me thank you in advance, man.
No, it's all love. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but you know what I'm saying, I'm in Miami. You know, I've been there for a good, like almost 10 years, so it's definitely became my home for sure.
Definitely.
So like South Florida.
So what was it like growing up in Detroit and then moving to Florida?
Man, it definitely teaches you to appreciate a lot more. It teaches you how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? That's the city of hustlers for sure. But it definitely teaches you, you know, just how to walk as a man, how to be a man, how to carry yourself different from everywhere else. I feel like.
And what happened? Why'd you end up making the move to Florida?
And you know, single mother home. You know, I had to go get my dad for a second in Atlanta, but I just ended up in Miami, man. I couldn't even tell you, like, you know, a little bit of trouble, a little bit of fate. I'm supposed to be there, you know. If I would have never met you, I would never be sitting in the seat right now. So thank God for trouble.
No, definitely. So you lived in Atlanta for a little too?
Yeah, like 4 years.
What was that like?
Super quiet. Like I was more like the beginning of my teen years, so I didn't really get to do too much in the city. Like, you know, and my dad was out in the middle of nowhere, so there was a lot of just like self-time, like, you know, suburban family shit.
Yeah. What?
You curse?
Yeah. For sure. We're good. It's internet radio. We can say fuck all we want.
All right, Dash Radio. We in this bitch. You already know what's going on.
So how'd you end up getting into music? At what point?
My whole life, man. I was born into it. Like, believe it or not, man. Like, my grandfather. Started with him on my mother's side. He was a drummer for Aretha Franklin and a lot of other people like the Motown era. Like, you know.
No way.
Yeah. So R.I.P. Aretha, by the way.
Yeah,
she just passed a couple days ago. But yeah, he was like her touring drummer. Drummer for people like Temptations. Man, the list goes on. But that's where like the blood started right there. But my mother was a singer as well, and she like sang with my dad, and my dad was signed back in the day too. So that's how they met. And I'm kind of like a product of music, honestly.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, how do your parents feel about this thing you're doing?
They're 100% supportive. You know, they're just scared because everything's different. They're scared because, you know, how things were back then. Like, you didn't get to, like, they didn't have all the platforms, and like, you know, so a lot of people didn't become super successful after they thought they were because of how things turned out. You know, they were like dropping people from labels quick, like signing and dropping quick.
And it wasn't like nowadays, like the internet could be like your label.
Exactly, you build yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
Do they get it? Do they like get the whole like? I mean, I understand that they get the music thing because they're musicians, but like, do they get the whole rap thing?
No, of course, because one is the new era, and I have an older brother too, so he kind of like, you know, he sprinkled it in a little bit, and then I just caved in, bust the door down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, they support me 100% of everything I do. You know, like especially with the music, because they like, especially my father. I think he sees a lot of him in me, so.
No, that's dope.
Sure.
That's dope as hell. That's fucking sick. Let's get into a song real quick. What do you want to play? You just dropped this album August 1st. What do you want to play?
For sure, man. We can go with Control and Delete.
Alright, for sure.
Tune in.
And we're back. That was Geovonniex, Control Delete. I kind of want to real quick talk about how we met. So I think it was like the end of 2014, maybe the beginning of 2015.
Don't make me feel old.
Well, I'm even older, so don't even worry. But I just like, that was like back when Wynwood wasn't even like popping like that.
It was nothing yet.
Like Wynwood was super low key still. I mean, it was getting there, but it was still low key. And there was this field that used to just be like an open lot. And I found some speakers and I just tweeted it out. I was like, yo, we're fucking just doing like a little pop-up show in Wynwood, like the same day type shit. And people pulled up and you pulled up, and that's when the first time we met you. And then you plugged your phone in and you performed. And I was really like, I was impressed by not only like your performance, but just like the kind of person you were. You were very like open. You introduced yourself right away. Like, I don't know what it was about you, but I was like, oh, this kid has something special. And then like fast forward a few years and we go on that tour. And you fucking every night were hitting it at like 150%.
That's
like,
love, man.
There wasn't even like it wasn't like it was an empty crowd, but there wasn't that many people there, and you somehow ended up crowd surfing a couple nights. Like,
yeah,
shit was different, bro. Shit was different. Where does that come from?
Man, I mean, it's hard to explain. Like, as far as like introducing myself and stuff like that, and like getting myself like out there and being able to connect with different people, that's just how I was brought up. You know what I'm saying? You in the room with somebody, you pass somebody on the street, you say hi. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing hard about saying hi to people, you know, and connecting with people, because that's just life. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're all humans. Like, who are we not to speak to each other? Like, that's weird as hell. Like, 100%. When I'm walking down the street or like somebody passing me or walking over me, I'm gonna say what's up, and they're completely silent. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but I feel like side note, my bad to cut you off, but I feel like that's that's kind of like the energy in Miami. Everything's a little bit closed off. Everybody's kind of got
I feel it sometimes. Sometimes you have to be, though. I mean, in order to like
survive.
Yeah, basically in order to survive, in order to like maintain a mentality of like your own, you know what I'm saying? Rather than being like swept up and swallowed by what Miami has to offer. But as far as the energy, man, that's just something like, I don't know, man, just watching different artists and being inspired by different artists and not being on stage, performing in the mirror to myself as a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? And like entertainment was just everything. My mom used to make me dance for like the family when I was younger, like, you know. And I'm the youngest child, so like the attention thing is kind of like, you know, the attention thing was like always there.
Yeah.
But like, man, this newfound energy is just me wanting more. The more hungry I am, the more I'm gonna go after, and I'm gonna make sure that you remember me. Like, you know what I'm saying? 2 people, 200 people, 2,000 people. I'm gonna have the same energy. I'm gonna stand on something. I'm gonna hang from something. I'm gonna throw water. I'm gonna get sweaty. We gonna bleed. We gonna break something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, 100%. That's the energy you need as an artist. Who are some of the artists that do inspire you?
Man, off top, Pharrell, Lupe, and Kanye. From the beginning, these 3 right there, U.S. Placers. If anybody knows about U.S. Placers, back in the early 2000s, them 3 had a group, and that's what inspired me to do everything. But from there, you know, I got into people like Travis Scott. Like, he's like one of my new favorites. Like, I don't know, Wiz Khalifa, most definitely. He was a big inspiration just by like the way he moves and like, you know, by the way he moves through the industry. Like, he's not super swallowed in by like, you know, all the lights and glamour and stuff like that. But he still shines on his own. You know what I'm saying? With his team, he did it all from scratch. Like, that's why I like him. Like, I get inspired from different artists for different things, you know? Like, I listen to everybody, though. I like Billie Eilish a lot, man.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into her stuff. Everybody in the rap world, and she's a big rap fan, but I haven't really gotten into her stuff yet.
Yeah, man. From the style to her voice, man, to how young she is, to, like, her energy on stage, like, all of that is just, like, one big pot. And that's definitely inspiring to see that from a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, you got into music because your parents, you moved to Miami. I mean, what's your experience been like in Miami?
Dude, I feel like I've had every experience, the bad, the good, the gray. Like, I've had it all, man. Like, being here, like, you know, when I got down there, I got taken under the wing of like Fat Joe and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like,
talk about that.
Yeah, man. I actually went to high school with his son. You know what I'm saying?
In Florida?
Yeah. I went to Miami Beach Senior High. I moved straight to South Beach, so you can understand how the transition.
And was
was
that like you moving to South Beach by yourself, or you went with your parents?
No. My mom came down here for like a better life type shit. So she wasn't even all the way like set up, ready for a child to move. And Miami is not even
built for a child to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from Detroit or like a small town in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But you know, like I came down here and we did what we had to do. I was out there in the streets every day. You know what I'm saying? Just connecting with people and trying to build myself and trying to find out who I was. I definitely lost myself when I first got here. You know, like I actually when I first started tapping into like spirituality and like buying beads and crystals and stuff, I went to a store and the lady like read my aura and she said, "You're gonna lose your soul here." And I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Like I left Miami. I went back to Atlanta. My dad kicked me out again. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to take a Greyhound bus to Detroit, like by myself, like 14 hours on a Greyhound bus. And I thugged it out, man, in the snow, walking into work, man. I worked at Macy's, worst job of my life. Like, I was working at Macy's in the women's shoe department, like putting on old lady shoes and shit, man. Like, all this shit inspires me, man. Everything, definitely the bad times. But as far as my experience in Miami, man, I had every experience, the good, the bad, everything, man.
So you linked up with Fat Joe's son and what, you were working with them?
Yeah, man. Like I was just in the studio with them a lot. I was going out to the clubs as, you know, young in the clubs. Like, okay, yeah, this Scott Storch right here. Yeah, this is here. Like, oh yeah, Roman Jones here, Chris Jones here. Like, it's like it was a lot being thrown at me, you know. And as a 14-year-old kid, 15, 16, like you're just in it. You're soaking it all in. Like, okay, boom. Of course, you're gonna get lost in it at that age because when you're that age, you're a sponge. You know, you're gonna and definitely that time where you're trying to find yourself. And that's when I lost myself until I was like maybe 19-ish. And then I just snapped out of it and I've been going hard ever since, man.
And so like you've like written and stuff for other people. How'd you get into like writing for others?
I mean, that's just a part of like making music because I tapped into like, you know, just different aspects of music. Like, you know, like I rap, but I also like, you know, when I make these melodies and when I write these lyrics, these are all like from experience. Like I can sit in a room with somebody and soak in their energy, you know what I'm saying, and really feel where they're coming from. We have a conversation for like an hour and I'm gonna write about exactly what you were telling me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just me being me because that's how I write music. Like, you know, I write music from the heart. My experiences are my music, you know? Like my imagination sucks. Like these are all real instances in my music.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't ever feel like how can you be able to be not selfish about it? Like you don't ever feel like maybe you're gonna write somebody a song that's gonna be bigger than anything you do?
That I grow with the music, so I'm never scared about that. I know I've like that time where I was finding myself when I like grouped myself. That's when, you know, I got all my paperwork right, I got my publishing right, I got my writers right. So if I step in a room with you and we're working, it's gonna, you know, I'm gonna benefit exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I still know it's me. I still feel good regardless if I sign any papers or not. I know I did that, and that's the energy I get back from it, regardless if I get $1 or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to get validation from anybody to know that like what I did or what I'm doing. Like I'm gonna do me regardless. Like, you know, maybe that's my like downfall and my like plus side as well. You know?
Yeah. You speak on like all your music is like a real life experience. Mm. So like what drugs do you partake in?
I don't really do a lot of drugs, man. Like I was saying, around that time where I was like losing myself, that's when like super deep depression, you know, I did pop pills and stuff like that, codeine pills, like, you know, just really, really deep into that depression, especially when I was in Detroit. But like, you want to know honestly how I stopped?
Yeah.
My dick didn't get hard one time. And I was like, yo, all right, boom, that's the end of pills right there. I'm like, that's the end of fucking pills right there. Boom, it's done. Like, and then the cold turkey, man. Cold turkey after that. And then, you know, everything, like, that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, everybody smokes weed. Like, I did shrooms twice. And really, you don't have to do shrooms a lot either. Yeah. Because you get a lesson from that. And then after a few times, you're like, wait, there's no lesson in this. I learned my lesson already. All right, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? It takes you through this big journey, like, to find yourself. Like, this one, I can't explain shrooms. Like, if I could explain it, it's like, it takes you on this wild journey to find, like, to pinpoint one thing deep down in your mind that you want to get through. Like, you know? Yeah. So, definitely, like, shrooms are dope. But I smoke weed every day.
Yeah, I feel that. So, like, do you still struggle with depression? Because to me, you seem like a real level-headed kid. Like, you seem like you're good, or you came out the other end of it.
Nah, man, I do. Honestly, it's just, but that's my factor, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? To come out of that, to not feel something, like, I won't go anywhere. Like, I need that. Like, even though depression is bad, but like when I get depressed, that's when I'm not working, when I'm sitting still, when I'm too comfortable. Like I said, I've been kicked out several times. I moved state to state. I was never comfortable. And that's what drives me, not being comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm sitting down for too long playing video games, like, I have to, no, I'm turning off the video game. I'm putting on Pro Tools and we're going in right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or editing my own videos or whatever. Like, I'm going to do something productive that's going to make me feel good about myself, because I'm the only me. You know what I'm saying? I only can do for me. You dig? I do for my team. Shout out Rose Gang in here. But you know what I'm saying? I only can do for me and my team, like, with what's in my power. So who else is going to do it? Like, you know, I got to stay inspired. I got to keep going. Like, and that's basically, depression is like my main factor, man. It's like a chemical imbalance. Like, I don't know where it comes from, but it's mostly when I get too comfortable. Definitely when I get too comfortable.
All right, let's get into another song. You just dropped this album, like we said, August 1st. Geovonniex, Don't Follow Me, I'm Lost Too.
Yeah.
Let's get into one more song.
All right, for sure. We can do Hotel Room.
And we're back. All right, so your album's called Don't Follow Me, I'm Lost Too. What's like the meaning behind that? I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I kind of just want you to explain it a little more.
Yeah. Just really just being human, like I said. Like, you know, we're all on this journey of life, you know. We're all trying to find out what we want, what we can get, and what to do in this life, you know. There's really no rules, but I don't want to, I'm not necessarily I don't want to be a role model, but I don't want to lead anybody the wrong path just because they think, you know, shit looks cool. It's a lot of risk to what I'm doing. It's a lot of risk that I had to take to get, you know, the little bit of exposure that I have now, you know. I'm not shit yet, but yeah, it's definitely a long road, man. And really, you know, just don't follow me, I'm lost too. Is like, we all have to find our own paths in this. Like, I can help you out where I can help you, you know, where like I said, I write about real experiences. So, you know, it's stuff that definitely you can resonate to and make your own journey out of, like, what you resonate with in my music. But I'm not here to coach you or like say this is the right thing to do, because I'm still making mistakes myself. You know?
You're just like providing a little bit of guidance.
Exactly.
I hear that. So talk about Rose Gang. What is Rose Gang? How did it start? Man,
Rose Gang is my family, you know. Rose Gang, they've been holding me down, especially my manager over here, Hugo, you know, LVX1, for those who don't know. But yeah, Rose Gang just came about, you know. I know you can't do this journey alone. You can't go through this journey alone, you know. A lot of people I've seen in the industry that come in it by themselves, that's who end up getting swallowed, you know, because they don't have that portal back to reality. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. They don't have those people telling them like, yo, bro, you fucking up. Like, you know, like, you about to go do some crazy stuff for clout. Like, you shouldn't do that. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So I need that. And that's what people are around me. And dope people, shout out Reem over here, man. Killer Reem, Denzel Clips on the camera, man. Everybody's helped me along the way, man. Rose Gang is definitely just who I think is dope, and it's still growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that's doing their thing that believes in me, and I believe in them just as much, man. They're gang. You're Rose Gang. You know what I'm saying?
No,
everybody's
facts.
Listening right now on 1 AM radio. Shout out Dash Radio, Rose Gang, 1 AM Rose Gang, man. Yes, Jules Rose Gang, Mars Rose Gang. You know what I'm saying? Whoever believes in me is Rose Gang.
I feel it.
And the beauty, where I got the name from was just the beauty of a rose, you know. Once you clip it, it starts dying, you know. And that's life right there, the beauty of life, the beauty of death, you know. And it's not R-O-S-E, it's R-O with the accent mark over the O-Z. That's the pronunciation in like how you spell the pronunciation in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting as hell. Why a rose? Because when you clip it, it starts to die?
Yeah, I mean, everything dies, you know.
Yeah.
But it's the most beautiful one. It's the sacrifice that you take to have that beauty around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's gonna die, but you still want to clip it anyway. Like, you still want to clip it and have it in your possession. And it's just the beauty of life, being able to do what you want before you're out of here, before you can't no more.
I got a random question. Would you rather know the cause of your death or the date of your death?
The date.
Why?
Because if I know the cause, I'm gonna try to do the opposite to stop it, and I don't want to stop my fate. You know.
Yeah.
If I know the date, then I can at least prepare my mental for it. Like, okay, boom, on this day, I'm gonna meet all my family before this date, and then this date, we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
How do you feel about like your life so far? Like, do you feel like you got you were dealt a shorthand, or do you feel like life's been fair for you and you've made what it can?
I was dealt the hand exactly what I was supposed to have. Like the cards I got, that's exactly what I was supposed to get, bro. Like I said, if I never experienced the things that I've experienced, I would never would be sitting down right here on Dash Radio with Mars right now.
Yeah.
In LA.
In LA, we're big flexed up.
Where a lot of people haven't been.
Yeah. Life's tough, man.
Man, super.
I think about it all the time. I mean, I think I've gotten like a lot better like dealing with stress and shit, but
Yeah.
I used to like get stressed out and just like shut down. I don't know. Have you ever felt that? Like you're just like so stressed out, you don't want to talk to anybody, you want to do anything?
Yeah, sometimes. Well, most of the time. I do it to myself though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I'm too comfortable, like that's the thing that separates me from everybody else. And that's the thing that like people get weirded out by, or like I weird myself out by. It's because like if I'm comfortable, then I'm depressed. But then I'll overwhelm myself with work. You know? So sometimes it's like I can never find my happy medium, but that's what keeps me going. You know? Those back and forths.
Do you ever think you'll be happy? Because that's something I struggle with all the time. Like,
Yes. Yes.
What's it gonna take for you to be like
My mom not working no more.
feel that?
Right there. Boom. Like that's it. I don't want nothing else but that. Like, you know, I just want my mom to not work no more. Like not have another job, not have to wake up at whatever in the morning and come back to whatever at night. Like definitely well over the hours she's supposed to be putting in. It's been like that since a child. Like in Detroit, I was out in the streets because I never saw her. She was always at work. Like, you know, and that's definitely one of the prime things that keeps me going besides like depression for sure.
What's some maybe like advice or some guidance that you have for like a kid who's like growing up and he's trying to get into the music industry?
I don't want to sound cliche, but trust the process. Like that's one thing I had to learn because like
Break that down a little more.
I have the biggest trust problem in people and in everything, but I knew I always wanted to do music, you know, and the mistakes is what makes the character. Like, you know what I'm saying? The mistakes is what makes the character. And if you don't know that the stove is hot, you're gonna keep getting burnt. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna always touch it. Like, but trusting the process is just be aware of what you're doing and be specific of what you want out of the universe. Like, if that's what you want, then be specific. Because if you say, yo, I'm gonna get $1 million, that's just like a genie. You be like, yo, I wish for $1 million. And then you poof in the bank. You're like, oh fuck, now I gotta rob this bank. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't specific. But if you're specific, like I want to make $1 million doing what I love, making music, modeling, whatever it is, you know, show hosting, being a DJ. Just be specific about what you want, because it's not like the power of manifestation. It's not like a magic power. It's just like common sense. If you put it out there, you'll be like, yo, this dude said that he wants $1 million. I'm gonna try to get him $1 million. Boom. Then you run into a, you know, coke dealer or something, and then you trapped in that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's what you put out. It's exactly what you put out, and you're gonna get it back. So you gotta keep it positive, gotta know what you want, and just don't doubt yourself. The doubt is the self-doubt, that's what's gonna lock you up. That creates that mental prison that you're gonna get stuck in forever.
How do you beat that?
What, self-doubt?
Yeah.
By setting a goal for yourself and completing it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like if you know that you need something done and you write it down and you see it physically, and then you go out and then you do those 5 things to fulfill that one task, when you come back and erase that off the dry erase board, that's the best feeling of life. Like I write everything on the mirror. Anything I have to do, I write it on the mirror. Like they can vouch for me. Like at the crib, I got everything written on the mirror. Like whether it's go grocery shopping, whether it's go to the studio, blah, blah, blah. The moment I cross it out, it's like, you got that breath of fresh air that's like, yo, it's done. I can move on to the next thing. And that's the feeling of progression, you know? It's steps. Everything's a step. You got to cross that next step out. You got to put one foot in front of the other and keep climbing.
Definitely. That was deep, and that was like a gem right there.
No, for sure.
So how do you feel like the climate of music right now? It's kind of seems like everybody's just like clout chasing, just trying to do the next big viral thing. Like, I feel like you don't necessarily participate in it, but do you ever think about participating in it? Do you ever feel like getting a face tat? Do you ever?
There was one thing I said, like, yo, if you get my music video to a certain amount of views, I get a face tat. I was definitely trolling.
Yeah.
But man, I have the most respect for what people are doing. If they're succeeding in it, then great, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody back home in Miami, SoFlo, man, Broward, all that. Keep doing what y'all doing, man, because you're doing something. Like you're getting what you want out of it. You're being successful in the field that you're choosing to take, you know? And it's simple. It's not even that hard. You know what I'm saying? But it is a risk. And shout out to him for taking risks. you know, rather it's the risk of getting that face tat and not getting another job in their life because they have a face tat. That's that risk you got to take to submerge yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just jumping in the pool and like, yo, let's go.
Face
like,
tat's a big step.
I'm not saying that you should, the first step of trying to be successful is get a face tat. Like, no, do what you're comfortable with. Be yourself first.
Would you ever get a face tat?
That's a hard question. I couldn't answer that right now in this present moment.
Do you want one maybe?
I don't even know. Not really. I don't have the desire to get a face tat.
Yeah.
I couldn't even think about what I would get.
Well, like a rose.
I got one, but not on my face.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
I definitely have a rose tat. But
I'm just curious. Let's take another music break and let's like tweet out the number and see if we get some callers to ask you some questions and shit.
All right, for sure. Say less, man. Hey, call in, man. Dash Radio.
Yeah, call in. The number is 323-879-4445. Call in. We're gonna take a song break and then we're gonna take some calls. You're live on 1 a.m. radio. It's Mars 3 times. I'm here with Geovonniex. Who's this?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm on the radio?
Yeah, what's good, brother?
Oh, dang. Man, it's your boy Wolf, EDM producer from ATL, man. I was trying to hit up X, see if he wanted to collab on the track.
Man, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. You ain't saying nothing but a word, man. Let's do it. Shoot me a DM or like check out the email in my bio, dude, and send me some work, dude. We'll get right on it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man, I love your energy, man. I know you would definitely kill an EDM song, man, if we collab.
It's all love. Where'd you say you're from?
ATL, you know, we were Fly Hippie. We were actually down there, what was it, February?
Mm-hmm.
That's when we met, you know, me and Perk, Fly Hippie T-shirts.
Oh, shout out Fly Hippie T-shirts. Shout out Smoke Perk too, man.
Yeah, man. And then we saw you perform, just went ham on the stage. I was like, man, I don't know how, but I got to get this guy on the track.
Cloud. That's for sure, man. Hey, dog.
Wow.
Man, thank you for calling in, dude. That's fucking amazing, dude. Thank you for supporting. Like, I hope you continue to support, and I'm going to keep showing that support back. Anything you need, let me know, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Appreciate it. Wolf Drone, man. You already know, ATL.
All love, Rose Gang, Wolf Drone. You already know.
Yo, thanks for calling, brother.
All right, no problem.
All right, peace. Yo, you were showing me some unreleased shit the other day that you said, who was the dude that produced it?
Shout out my boy Cody from South Florida, man. He's doing this thing on YouTube, like getting platinum plaques from YouTube. Doing millions of views on YouTube, man. Like, that's the guy.
Yeah, like can we play that song that you showed me the other day? That shit was hard.
Yeah, we can get into that right now.
The number to call is 323-879-4445. We got like 13 minutes left. If you want to call in, ask Gio a question, or you just want to talk to us, call in. Call the fucking. This is an unreleased song that Gio showed me the other day that I was completely taken aback by. You ready?
Man, shout out Cody. This one's called On the Double.
You got it plugged in? Ready? TTG?
That's probably.
Hello, you're on 1 a.m. radio. That's all you guys get of that song. What's good? Who's this?
Hello.
What's up, brother? Who's this? Who's calling?
Yo.
Shout out Hitman Coffee Shop.
Who is it?
Shout out Hitman Coffee Shop.
Yo, Hitman, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
Shout out Hitman Coffee Shop, bruh.
Shout out Hitman Coffee Shop. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Shout out Hitman Coffee Shop.
I guess that's all you're saying. Is that all you got for us, brother?
That's about it, bruh.
All right. Well, shout out Hitman Coffee Shop. What's your name? You want to tell us, or just shout out Hitman Coffee
Is this
Shop?
Hitman himself? Shout out to that guy. He came in for the clout and
Yeah,
got
for
it.
real. Came in, got out. So yeah, let's talk about that song real quick.
Okay.
How'd you meet the guy?
All right, crazy story, right? This is gonna get interesting. Crazy story, right? So, you know, my manager, he shows me like different people on YouTube, like different beats that he think is dope on YouTube, and I'll usually like freestyle over it, and I'll put it out for free on SoundCloud or something like that, just so people can listen to it, you know, like practice tracks. So I did this one that I have on SoundCloud right now. Go check it out. It's called Anime Bitch. Cody produced it. Hugo came to me with the track. Cody produced it, and then so I did it, put it out like the next day for free, whatever. And then I'm just getting crazy DMs from this one guy blowing me up, like, yo, you stole my beat, like da-da-da. The artist, right? He leased the beat, I guess. He's like, yo, I bought the beat. It's on Spotify. At least name it, whatever the song is, name it the remix. And I'm like, why would I do that when it's a free beat on YouTube. Like, it's for free. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting it out for free. I don't want any money from it. I'm just putting it out as a, you know, a practice record. So then Cody hits me. He's like, yo, man, this guy's bothering me, da-da-da. Just tell him you got it for free. And I'm like, I don't need to tell him that because it is free. You know what I'm saying? So then he actually, like a day, maybe the same day later that day, he hits me in my DM again. Shout out Cody. He's actually hitting me right now. Yeah, he hits me in my DM. He's like, bro, I actually took a listen to your work, man. I got to get you on some beats. And you know me, I don't deny beats. I'm like, yo, yeah, send them through. Like, I gave him my email. Man, I opened it up. It's like 60 beats in there, like all fire. Every single one is hidden, like crazy. Like anybody that never, like nobody I've ever worked with before, just hidden. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where I can still do my thing, but it still has that like industry bounce that like, you know, that keeps shit going. So
yeah, no, that shit's fire. Hold on, this is the Weirdos calling again. Let's see what he's talking about.
Let's go.
Yo, you're on 1 a.m. radio. What's good? Shout out Hitman Coffee Shop.
Where the bitches at?
I don't know, bro.
Hey, it sounds like you need to take a trip to Miami, man.
Yeah, where are you calling from, brother?
From Bushire and La Brea.
Oh, damn. You're right around the corner.
Is this LA? Oh, so you're in LA.
You feel me? You did.
Shout out LA, man. There's nothing but love out here.
What's good? You got a question for us?
Nah, just where the hoes at, bro.
I don't know, brother. Have a good day. Have a good day. Take care.
Shout out Hitman Coffee Shop, man. He's getting a free product placement right now. I might have to get some free coffee after this, Mars. What do you think?
I think we definitely need to find out where Hitman Coffee Shop is and go get the free coffee.
Yo, man.
They owe us.
Oh, for the big plug, the Big Dash Radio plug.
They owe us. Let's okay, well before we wrap it, like, you have any shout outs or anything you want to say to the people before we wrap this?
Let's do shout outs first, man. Shout out everybody that's been holding me down, whatever it was. Let me stay on your couch when I was down. People who hit me up, you know, randomly on Instagram.
Hold on, I just want to see if it's this kid again.
Okay, let's see.
Yo, you're on 1 a.m. radio. Who's this?
Hello.
Yo. It's funny because it was a restricted number. It probably was. My bad for messing up your shout.
Nah, man, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love, man. They know it's all love. Yeah, like I said, man, shout out to everybody who's held me down, man. Whether it's put some food in my stomach, put $1 in my pocket, you know, let me sleep on their couch when I was down. Anybody who still supported me from this day, you know, hitting me up randomly in my DM, telling me they support me and they see the energy and they see what I'm doing and it makes sense to them. That means more than the world to me, man. Shout out to Rose Gang first and foremost, you know, of everything. Shout out Rose Gang because they hold me down every day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mars for allowing me to come out here and fucking do my thing on Dash Radio and actually sit down and go crazy. Shout out 1 a.m. Radio for even giving Mars the platform to sit me down and do my thing out here in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Big fact. Shout out to Jules. Like,
besides, yeah, super shout out to Jules. I'm hitting my Jewel right now on the radio. Shout out, yes, Jewel. Other than that, man, what I can say to the people is, don't follow me. I'm lost too.